Good morning, everyone. I have had my PT session this morning. Unfortunately, I am not able to go on the dog walk. Ali has already left. I'm very, very sad about that because missing the dog walks is literally like my self-care. I've got hair on my lip. But I have to go. Oh, it's not still there. I can hear it. I think it's gone. But I have to go to London today. Apologies for faffing with my hair, but I've done my hair differently today. I haven't used my tongs. Instead, I've used my straighteners. I've been umming and ahhing about buying a Dyson Airwrap, but I'm trying to see if I can get the same look that I keep seeing on all of these girls on TikTok for a lot cheaper. I wonder if I can like buy it and try it, and if I don't like it, then send it back. I don't know. Because it's a lot of money, and I always think the one thing that I would say is that you're better off spending money on a good hairdryer than you are like a tool. And I know that it kind of acts as both, but I would say that drying your hair fast and well and efficiently is so much more important, because I've got like a £25 tong, but seeing the way that they do it, I don't know if it'd be quick on my hair or quicker, but I've literally just I've gone for what I do when it's like a cheat blow dry. So it's a lot straighter through the top, so I don't put any heat on the top of my hair, and instead I just do a little bit at the ends. And I'm using now my Beauty Pie blow dry spray, which is literally like perfume for your hair, like summer perfume. I'm not going to spray it now because I've already put it on. I've also used this morning, honestly, this is, sorry to keep going on about Beauty Pie, but if you want a summer body cream that is like chic, not sickly sweet, honestly, I'm obsessed. I was like, oh, I've run out of my Laura Mercier one. What am I going to wear? Because when I go for meetings, there's a lot of like hugging people, and I like there to be wafts of fragrance. And I was like, oh no, I don't have anything as strong as that. 100% this is as strong as that, and less like sickly sweet, so love that. But yeah, let me know about my hair. I'm also trying to decide which shoes to wear today. I was going to wear my Ardenne dress just because I need to get that cost per wear in, but I've got this dress on from Theory, and I'm trying to decide which shoes. Do you think I go with the striped LK? Oh, I think the striped LK Bennett, you know. I'm wearing my Souster and Hicks blazer, which I still need to book in with them to get some different blazers done, because honestly, these are the dream. Perfect for throwing on your shoulders. It's supposed to be quite a nice day today though, so it should be okay, but I just thought it added a nice element to the dress, and I can obviously just whip it off if need be. I'm also very, very excited because, I don't know if you can see, but I'm at a stage where we've almost grown out my hair. Like this is very, very exciting. So the damaged part of my hair is down here, and you can see that this is all like my natural color. This is a big moment for me, but it's very much something that I'm still like working towards. So once I can kind of cut it off, maybe I should just go for a bowl. Maybe I should just cut it off. But yeah, it's getting exciting that my hair is now like shiny at the top and just looking really lovely. But anyway, today I'm going into London, and I have a meeting with Reward Style, and then I have a meeting with Karen Millen, and then I have a meeting with Intimissimi and Calcedonia, and that is what I'm doing today. So it's going to be a really lovely a lovely day full of meetings, which, as you know, one of the things that I really took for granted before lockdown was meetings. I think it was because I was doing too much. It's so funny. I don't want to have a heart-to-heart, because I know I have a heart-to-heart with you all the time, but I'm very like reflective now. But one of the things that I realized was that because I didn't know what made me happy before the pandemic, I now am able to see the areas where I'm able to do more and do less. So now, like this whole week, every evening, I have sat on the sofa and read my book. And even if it's just one chapter, I don't beat myself up over just having one chapter done. And it's just lovely. And it's just lovely, which makes more time for me to obviously do the things that I enjoy. But meetings for me now is just such a joy. I love meeting everyone. Like, it's so wonderful meeting so many different people from different walks of life. Like, I get to sit and really get to know them, which is so weird. Sometimes I feel like I'm like interviewing the girls and the guys that work at these brands, because I'm like, so what's your favorite thing about working there, and like, what's your favorite product, and what's your favorite thing, blah 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 blah. And it's honestly like, I feel very, very lucky to, and especially get to work with so many nice brands as well. So anyway, I'm having one of those days when I have them a lot nowadays, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, let me know what you think about my hair. And I think I'm gonna go with the LK Bennett shoes. So I think they added a bit more intrigue, and also we've got the stripes on the inside of my blazer. So yes, very nice. I don't know whether to take sunglasses with me. Obviously I've got my new Celine ones, which I just love. We'll see. I need to grab some samples that I have downstairs for Karen Millen as well, and we need to get going down to London. Well, we've made it to London, and we are in our usual mode of transport, a taxi to the first meeting. Most of our meetings are today in or around the Soho area. Our first meeting is with Like to Know It. 3 lovely ladies from Like to Know It, and I'm just, the more the merrier. I am very, very excited. I have to be careful though. This is one thing I was going to say to you actually, Carrie. Grayson's here.
Hello. Don't look at my eye.
You can't see it.
Okay.
Do you think I should ask on YouTube if anyone knows anything about it? Or would you rather me not?
If you want to.
So, this is a good thing. I think this is one of the useful things, but basically Carrie has been having an issue with her eye. I don't know if I ever put it on my YouTube channel when it first happened, because it's when you lived at your old house, wasn't it, when it first happened?
Yeah, it's been happening. This is the thing, it's been about 4 years that I've been getting it.
So basically, Carrie gets almost like, what would you call them?
So I suffer with dry eyes.
Yes.
And as a result of the dry eyes, every now and then, it feels like sandpaper under my eyelids a lot of the time. But particularly when I get dehydrated, normally after drinking, granted, it can block my tear duct, and then my tear duct swells
and gets inflamed and
we're not going to do a close-up.
No,
one needs to see
no, but it gets nice. It collects the sebum that your like pores and follicles naturally like secrete.
But it lasts about 5-6 days when they happen, and it's very painful. Yeah. And very sore, but more than anything else, it's quite unsightly.
Well, you've never had it as bad as the first time. That's one thing. She has special eye drops that she's got from the doctors, but I think first of all we'd love to know if there's anyone that sort of specializes in like the eyelashes or the follicles or the pores around your eyes, and who you would see from that. Would you see an eye specialist, or would you see a skin specialist, or would you see like a hair specialist? I don't know. And also if anyone has had this themselves and would know what to do, because I think for the most part it's really difficult going to GPs because they just kind of want to do their job and prescribe something, but we just kind of want to get to the root of it.
In fairness, I do take,
pardon the pun,
I do take a high dose flaxseed oil. I take a supplement specifically for dry eyes. It's called Macu Pro Vision or something like that. Yeah. Take those religiously at double dose every single day. I have my eye drops. Yeah. Whenever it starts flaring up, I massively up like oily food content in my diet anyway, just because that tends to help. But yeah, anything else? Alcohol definitely doesn't help. Yeah, but we don't. That's not going to be given up. Okay?
We don't need that kind of negativity in our lives. Really. But yeah. So anyway, if you do know anything, I would love for you to either reach out via email or DM or anything like that, just because we'd love to get to the bottom of it. But anyway, we are now heading to the first meeting, like I was going to say. So we've got drinks this evening as well, so we are doing our best. Well, in fact, Carrie texted me this morning our favourite little TikTok video from Ross, who, by the way, I don't know whether it's because you guys messaged him and told him that I'd mentioned him in my video, but he direct messaged me on TikTok and I almost like cried, because A, that how nice is that, and B, it just made my day. So yes, the sun is shining and it has whispered to us, get drunk. Obviously we don't swear like he does, but get drunk. So on we go. First stop of the day is the Ivy Soho Brasserie, which always looks lovely, if not a little bit busy. Okay, first meeting down. Such an amazing positive meeting with LTK as well. I keep calling them Reward Style. They're not called Reward Style anymore. They are called LTK. We're just getting to the Karen Millen offices now. So we're gonna head inside and kickstart a 4-hour meeting. So we're gonna have an 8-hour meeting. Well, the world's worst vlogger has returned home. Yes, your mummy is the world's worst vlogger. I didn't even do any stories today. This is so unlike me. I'm home and I've had the longest day. I've been up since 6 o'clock and it is now 11 o'clock and I was in London until at least 9:30. Meetings massively overran. I didn't realise that I had like a 4-hour meeting in the middle of the day. So I'm gonna get ready for bed and I'm going to see you in the morning. But I appreciate that today probably didn't have the action-packedness that I thought it was going to be. I also didn't think that vlogging my 4-hour meeting with Karen Millen was useful. I feel like I've vlogged them quite a lot. You know I have input now, you know I work on these things. I'm not just like Lydia Millen, Karen Millen, just putting my name to something, but it was an intense meeting and then I had a meeting after that, so I was like, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It has been a hit the ground running type of morning. I've just been filming some stories for Karen Millen in this incredible suit. I need to have the jacket probably tailored because there's quite a bit of fabric, but if you were looking for a sort of navy blazer, I think it's, yeah, it is like a deep midnight navy. If you were looking for a navy blazer with a floral pattern, think of this over like white linen dresses as a sort of smart addition with tan accessories, obviously, because we don't do anything else on this channel. And then these are the trousers, which actually they fit me really lovely around the waist, which is something that I often struggle with Karen Millen trousers. I reckon I could have some fabric taken out of the bottom because there is not much junk in this trunk, but they're super high-waisted. Like, look at how flattering those are. Wow, and such a versatile suit, and it has stretch to it, so really comfortable. Like those trousers, you could do squats in those, you'd be laughing. I've just popped my Reese bodysuit underneath it, but yeah, I was just trying this on. I thought, my gosh, this is such a vibe. I might actually take this with me on my trip, which I will be back for when I'll already actually be back from my trip when you're watching this, but we are heading to Azerbaijan tomorrow. Tonight we have a Billie Eilish gig with Sky, which I've obviously told you about. Then tomorrow we have a friend's wedding in the morning, which we then have to leave early and come home, pick up our suitcases, head to the airport and fly to Azerbaijan overnight. We land in Azerbaijan and from the airport we go to the hotel. We're staying with the Fairmont group as usual, and then we are going straight to the Baku Grand Prix. So it's going to be a hectic few days. I'm currently packing. I think it might be too hot for blazers, but I might take it anyway for the evenings just in case it gets cool. But yeah, I think this is absolutely gorgeous. So I am packing at the moment. I'm going to take my jacket off, bear with me. Yes, I am packing at the moment, and then I need to steal my husband's services because I need to film the beginning and end of a Reels that I'm going to be filming when I'm in Azerbaijan, and then I can get ready for this evening. So it is hectic. I might get a little bit anxious throughout this video, but I don't know actually. I think I'm going to be okay. The only thing that's upsetting me is that I'm not going to be able to like partake in any of the rosé drinking this evening or tomorrow morning for the wedding. So that always makes me sad because I have a degree in rosé drinking, but I have to be like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed for the Baku Grand Prix, and it just would not be a vibe otherwise. So yes, also I left you at home. We were home from London, but that was a very, very busy and hectic day of really wonderful meetings, like meetings that I just found incredibly insightful, learning so much about the industry and like where it's going and how it's developing, because I think there's obviously like a bit of a shift at the moment with TikTok and Instagram, because I think that Instagram at the moment, it's always different for a very select few people. There will be like a sort of genre that kind of thrives, but at the moment Instagram is a bit of a funny platform in terms of I don't really know what the content to produce for it. Like I really will always be that picture like loving type of creator, because I've been doing it 10 years, it's where it started. And yeah, so it is like, it's one of those things that it's changing, but I feel like it definitely still has its place, especially for more like relationship based audiences, which I feel like we are really, really like relationship based. We've grown up together, you and I. Many of us have grown up together. Some of you have followed me since I was at uni when I didn't have a YouTube channel. Some of you have followed me when I got my first home, and we've shared so many stories and things like that over the years that I feel like it's more, that's why I think I always describe it as more of a community than like a following. And with this whole like crazy growth on TikTok that's able to kind of happen for a lot of creators, it's sort of confusing. Brands all of a sudden see these like huge numbers and they get like almost romanticized, but actually, is the relationship there? Is that what they're following them for? You just don't know. So it's just really interesting and also comforting for me when I have these meetings, and I just learn more that everyone sort of strives for big growth, but actually I always find that slow and steady and really nurturing a community is far better than going for like the big crazy growth. But that's just me personally, and that's the journey that I'm on. But I'm that type of person that thrives in like a community-based situation, and as we know, I get very, very overwhelmed. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying learning how to adapt, and obviously I've said that I'm enjoying making content on TikTok, and also like talking about the platform in terms of how it's kind of different, and even just like what we spoke about in my video a couple of days ago. I really enjoy when we have those moments where you guys share your insight. I've actually just had one of the most sort of like profound messages from a lady who's messaged me, and she's let me know that, well, she's told me that she's disabled, and but she's learnt a lot about mindset, not just through my videos or anything like that, but she's been able to flip her mindset and learn how to relieve herself of her mind and experience that kind of freedom. And I just think that that is absolutely incredible. So I think that's more why I talk about these things with you, whereby I'm like, I like to hear your perspective and your experiences. And more than anything, maybe one person was watching my video the other day and they thought, hold on a minute, I can actually choose what I think, and I don't have to always react to what Lydia is doing on the internet or what whoever they're watching. I don't always have to have a negative thought that's served up to me. If we've achieved just changing one person by having those discussions, I think that is fabulous. So yeah, anyway, it was just a really, really good day of meetings, and then we ended up staying quite a lot later because we had a lovely, like almost like friend meeting with one of my like long-term contracts, and it was just lovely. We were drinking rosé and having chips at Soho Greek Street. Lovely day. And it was so funny, I was traveling home and I was in a taxi and it was almost 11 o'clock and it was like, you could still see sunlight. It was nuts. Summertime is a very, very different kettle of fish in England. So yeah, it was interesting. But yesterday I had more of a chilled day, more kind of like admin stuff. And then today I am packing, as I've mentioned, and I need to choose an outfit to go to Billie Eilish. I'm very excited. I think I've said it before, but I think I'm going to be the most uncool person at Billie Eilish, but I'm going to live my best life. I probably won't be able to share any of her wonderful singing with you because copyright claims on YouTube, but hopefully I'll be able to share a little bit of the experience with you as well. So yes, I'm gonna get cracking on my day, finish up packing. I'll show you some little bits that I'm packing as well. I have changed into something a bit more comfortable. I don't know why I put on the sunglasses, but I feel like it makes the outfit look even more luxurious. But this is a skirt from Amazon. Like, I literally love this so much. It has a little bit of a paper bag waist, but also elasticated. To be honest, I think I would have liked it all elasticated. And the fabric isn't like the best, most luxurious fabric ever, but you find me a striped maxi skirt this long. I have been trying to find one and I can't. And this is the perfect navy, a nice little stripe detail and comfortable as well. So this, it almost looks like trousers, which I quite like as well, but it's not, it's a skirt. And then with my Reese body, I'm gonna take the sunglasses on because I feel stupid wearing them inside, but that's what I'm gonna wear today before we head out this evening. And it's lovely and sunny outside. This is the packing situation so far. Wouldn't usually take a carry-on suitcase, but because it's a 5.5-hour flight, I'll need it. So I've got some Lily Silk cashmere loungewear, and then I'm packing some toiletries and bits and pieces like that. I have these bits and pieces ready to come with me as well. My scar cream, I use this for the scars on my chest from my, what's it called? My surgery. Oh my gosh, I didn't tell you. Obviously, I am not going to insert a picture of what I have on my phone, okay, because it is very graphic. But my surgeon actually, I'm gonna pop you there, my surgeon actually gave me a picture of the scarring that he cut out of the inside of my chest, and I was in shock. I didn't realise that anything other than the implant that was in there came out. So I've got this picture. I always like say to people, I'm like, are you squeamish? Because if you are, you're not gonna want to see this. But I wanted it because I was like, that is so cool. So cool that it's gone, but obviously awful that it actually happened. But they were like slabs of steak, like this scarred tissue that had formed around my implants, which was making them like look even worse because they basically like anchored them in place and then constricted them. He thinks that it was to do with the size that was put in, and there just wasn't enough space for the implant, so it was constantly like getting more and more scar tissue build up. But anyway, it's gone and they're still lovely and soft. And I also remembered that I never updated you on what happened after the holiday. I think after the holiday, I don't know whether it was just relaxing or whatever, but I feel like the last of the swelling like drained from my body. And I think I actually would say that the worst swelling that I had for the longest was from the fat transfer points. They were obviously the worst bruised, and also they took the longest to heal and the swelling to go down, etc. There was a long time where I couldn't actually wear things too tight around my hips, and actually there is still a little bit of tenderness on my hips where I had it, not so much in between the legs or on my saddlebags, but on my hips definitely. But I think that the last of the swelling kind of drained from my body, and I started to see what was the byproduct of me having the fat transfer to my chest, was the essentially liposuction that was elsewhere on my body. And I used to have, which was just something that I didn't, it was one of those silly niggly things that you see in yourself, but I could just see that I always had these like pockets of, like really obvious pockets of fat at the tops of my legs. And that was where I was like, I definitely think you could harvest some fat from there if you're wanting some to put into my chest. And so that was one of the sites where he ended up taking it from. And now I've still got like the natural shape of my leg, but it's softer and it's not so like these pockets just aren't so pronounced. They feel different, like they're almost, it feels like there's like emptiness there. And so I obviously have to be conscious that if I lose the fat from my chest, it's not going to go back there. And if I add the fat back to that area, like if I put on that weight again, it's not just going to go away. If I lose weight, it will just settle there like normal. So I'm being conscious. I think it's probably one of the reasons why I've really changed up my diet in terms of like just making better choices and eating better all the time, and it makes me feel better now anyway. So that was the thing that I meant to tell you and completely forgot to tell you. But this is the scar cream that I use on the scars underneath my boobs, because they are bigger now than when I first had them done. I believe they had to make them bigger to be able to get the scar tissue out. I'm not entirely sure. But this was what I bought. I bought it from Malucci, and it's the SkinCeuticals Advanced Scar Control, improves appearance, colour and texture of new and recent scars. I use a lot of the Steri tape to keep the scars flat, and then when I'm not wearing that, because I think that they also need to breathe, I put this on every morning as part of like my skincare routine. I am literally a different person now. Like I am moisturising my feet every day. I'm putting my scar cream on every day. I'm moisturising like my hands, but with like face cream so that it's intense. So yeah, I'm taking that with me. I'm also taking my body cream, the Brazilian lime, fig leaves and tea from Beauty Pie. Also my blow dry spray, and I don't know whether to take Penhaligon's Impressor with me. I might try and see if I can find another fragrance because I really liked doing that last time. I'm really enjoying like discovering new fragrances. So yeah, anyway, that was that. But I also realised that I've got a package from Arvel to open with you, and it's been sat there, and it's her new collection, and so I thought I would open it and see what's inside, because I think that her style is very sort of like Monaco-esque, so I feel like because I'm going to the Grand Prix, this will be good, I think anyway. What do we have in here? Ooh! We've got this gorgeous ruffly blouse. I actually saw Lauren wearing this, and it just looked incredible. This would be so lovely for my trip as well. I think just like in skirts and things like that. I'm loving a little bit of blue at the moment, as you can tell, and I think this is gorgeous. And then we have this dress, which feels like suede. Now, the only thing with the sizing at Arvel, this is an extra small. I sometimes find that the sizing is a little bit too big for me, but I'm gonna try this dress on right now, because this is such like a nice, simple style dress. So yeah, I'm gonna try these on. Thank you so much, Lauren, they're so nice. Well, the good news is it fits like a dream. The bad news is I didn't steam it, but I think I'm gonna pack this in my suitcase, because this is such a beautiful shape. And it is such incredible quality as well. I love this. This is such a me dress. It is unbelievable, like perfect length, nice fullness to the skirt, simple design, bodice detailing. I reckon the neckline could be a little bit lower, but it's very nice and demure still. So that is definitely coming in my suitcase. Wow. Love it, and I love it with flats as well. Flats just always look so cute with longer dresses. I'm downstairs in my office watching my last video, and Mr. Millen Gordon has told me that he has ordered something that he thinks I'm going to like. Ooh! See, this is loungewear that I can get on board with. Yes! This is what you need more of.
Fits perfectly. I've had to turn the cuffs up because it was obviously too long for my little legs.
Oh, I can't see the cuffs.
So,
oh yeah.
So normally that would be worn like this.
So where's it from?
Sunspell.
And was it expensive?
It was in the sale, 30% off.
No way.
It's so nice.
You should get some more.
Really lovely colour, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
This colour suits me really nicely,
yeah.
I think. And the jacket, the hoodie, sorry, fits really nicely.
Yeah.
And the pants fit quite nicely.
You should take that on the flight with you.
Well, this one I think is quite warm.
Yeah, on a flight, babe. Flights are usually quite cold.
But cashmere is quite warm fabric, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking if we get to Baku and I'm wearing this, I'm going to be like...
Well, you put a vest underneath, no?
Yeah. You think?
Yeah.
But no, I'm really happy with it. I think that it's...
Yeah, that's exactly what you need.
I mean, I've tried to find a nice tracksuit, a cashmere tracksuit, for a long time, and I always find that the fabric's maybe a bit too thick. Some fabrics I itch.
Yeah. I think they must be like a blend or something.
Also, it kind of, I almost feel like this fabric sticks to your body a bit. So do you know how like some, like linen just sort of like, just
hangs,
falls? This kind of like, it falls, but almost like there's weight to it, so it like sticks to your body a bit.
Yeah.
And this is quite a lightweight cashmere. I mean, they'll stretch out, won't they, as I go like this?
Yeah.
So they'll get a bit baggier.
Oh my God, don't ruin it.
It's nice, isn't it?
Don't wash it wrong.
Yeah. Might have to be a dry clean jobby.
It's not very good though.
Hmm?
It's not very good if it's got to be a dry clean jobby.
What do you mean it's not good?
Well, because you're going to want to wear it around the house and look, because you need more smarts.
I've got so many dry clean clothes now, it's just becoming
a
dry clean is what just happens.
Okay. Well, I love it. Perfect.
Nice, isn't it? The pocket detailing, where you can see the outlines, nice.
Yeah, very nice.
And Brunello sneakers, unreal.
You bought more?
Yeah, they're unreal.
You're obsessed.
They're so nice.
Well, I am down here just finishing off watching this video so that it can go live whilst I'm away. And it is now, we've got about an hour and a half, an hour and a half until we leave. So just ticking off a few more things off my to-do list. Dinky, 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 dinky. My house looks like a potting shed. My basil is getting some sunlight and my roses are doing really well. But I've also received a lovely bunch of flowers from Freddie. Pardon? Yeah, that's what I thought. A lovely bunch of flowers from... Pardon? What's he talking about? From Freddie's Flowers, and they've got some peonies in here, lots of pinks and purples and whites, and also this, I don't know what this is, but it looks like, I know it's not, but it looks like mini like oak leaves. They're lovely. So I think I'm going to trim these down, get these into a vase, and then get ready for the evening. So we're going to use my favourite vase from Kiln. But obviously I think this is terracotta, so I don't think it is waterproof. What I do is I take a glass, fill it with water, pop it inside like this, or vice versa. I can fill it whilst it's in there using my watering can. Mon Dieu, leave it as well as there. Then I still have my flower food, so I will give this a sniff, pop it in. Because this is quite a thin bunch of flowers, I thought a nice like tight spout there, so I'm going to cut this down. Give it a little rearrange. Also, I find these little tighter funnels easier to arrange flowers in, but obviously you can use sellotape, or I use a lot of floristry chicken wire that I get from Amazon, which is super easy. Rather than, there we go, I'm just going to leave it in this one. It looked a little bit better sprayed out because there's quite a lot of straight flowers. This is my outfit for the evening. You can see tomorrow's outfit just there. Reese bodysuit, skirt from my collection, CDC belt, mini Kelly twilly, and Jimmy Choo Maylies, and also a little Astrid and Miu anklet, which I am in love with. I swapped it out from my Masika one because this is like an irregular, it's almost like they're kind of like pearls that have just been found, all irregular shapes and just so beautiful. So I've popped that on for the trip. But I've also got my fire lipstick from Victoria Beckham on as well. I'm taking a long cardigan in case I get cold, but for the most part I should be fine. But I am going to leave my camera here so that I don't have to juggle you and my phone. So I'm going to take my phone with me and flip over to vlogging on there for the evening.
Right in there.
Yeah, it's got this very
Oh, sorry.
How cool is this?
My name is Jesse Reyes, and this song is called Coffin.
Good morning everyone from the greenhouse. Wow, last night was a late one. I don't think we got to bed until 1 o'clock, and that is exceptionally late for Ali and I. We were very tired, but we had such a lovely time. It was so lovely of Sky to have asked us to attend that, and it wasn't like a gig that we would normally go to, but because Billie Eilish did the Bond song, I was like, oh, I'd love to see her play the Bond song, but unfortunately I didn't even get to see her do that because we had to leave early, because obviously we've got the dogs, and the dogs are being left, not left, they haven't got us over the weekend, so we didn't want them to have like a really long evening without us, even though they ended up having it. And so we thought if we leave at 10 o'clock, we missed the mad rush, because it was a very, very, what's the word, like, it was a very busy gig, and we'll miss the mad rush and we'll get back to them in good time. We didn't get back to them in good time, but they were fine. They were absolutely fine. And I've given them lots of snuggles this morning, and tonight we're out in, this morning we're out in the garden together. So I think that they'll enjoy that we're doing some little bits of pottering. I'm gonna get my greenhouse watered before I start getting ready for the wedding and finishing up packing, and move on to another vlog basically. But it was just really lovely, and really lovely to meet one of the girls from the Sky team as well, because I think I remember rightly that she was like one of those first sort of like big sort of agencies that I met with, and I just remember she was so lovely, and it was so lovely to see her again. And I messaged her and I was like, hello stranger, and it was just really nice. There were some of our friends there as well, and we had a lovely time. And Ali's friend is the GM at what's it called, is it the O2? Yeah, the O2. So he was really, really helpful and like showed us everything, and we got food, and it was just lovely. So a very, very lovely evening all round. Now I'm going to just spend a little bit of time in my garden, because I know that you will know me very well, and before every time I travel I get quite anxious, and I'm trying to learn ways to better deal with that, so that first of all I can vlog for you guys, second of all that I don't get myself into a little bit of a state. By the way, can you just see, they love this grass so much. Hello, good morning. Yeah, they just love playing in that grass out there, and it's really coming along so much. Like, it's just like wilding itself basically, and I'm very, very happy about that. The sunrise over the fields over there is just literally, it makes me want to cry. I don't know why I feel so emotional today. I think it's because I feel like all I am is emotional in my vlogs now. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I'm like, I just, you know, when you're like, I need to come and do my normal things and just be completely like normal, so that, I don't know, so that I'm like ready for going on a trip. I don't know why I get like this, it's so weird. But do you know what, I was thinking about it this morning. I think maybe it's because I'm so happy just being here that I worry that when I travel I'm not going to be as happy as when I am here, and I always am. I always have the most amazing time experiencing all of these different places, and I'm always so grateful, but I just have so much gratitude already for here that it's sort of like, maybe it overwhelms me. I know that everything overwhelms me, but this is part of this routine, that I'm just going to spend some time out here, water everything, give it everything that it needs, a good feed I think, head inside to get myself ready, close up my suitcase and head on the next adventure. I actually look surprisingly awake because I am shattered, like absolutely shattered. It looks like I've got makeup on. I swear I don't have any makeup on, but weird. These two hoover up the remnants of the lemons. They love eating the blossoms, the leaves and the little like buds that fall off. So I'm going to give my lemon trees a good feed as well, and I'm going to give a water to all of this up here. And my cucumbers are just thriving. I need to get these a bit more secured up. I think this one I've managed to do it, but they are just, it's so funny, isn't it? They just all of a sudden shoot up. Like even these tomatoes, I'm probably not going to have enough tomatoes to eat because I've only got these 2 pots, but for the most part they are really doing well. Well, that is everything watered in here. I'm excited to see what I return home to after our trip, but I'm gonna leave this vlog here. I feel like I've done so much but not been able to share a lot, but I'm gonna go inside now, put my camera down, get myself ready for the wedding, and then pick up my camera when we are about to head to Azerbaijan and for the Baku Grand Prix. So I will see you in my next vlog.